Hey everyone, welcome back to Onto Your Gardening. Today we are taking the garlic scapes that we got from our garden this week, and we are going to make a very simple garlic scape butter. So this is amazing on meats. You can use it at the bottom of your cast iron when you're cooking stuff. You can literally just spread it on toast and make garlic toast. Whatever you would use a garlic spread for, that's what this is for. And this is going to have a much milder flavor than just using straight garlic, and that's why we put it into a butter. So all you need is a pound of butter, however you choose to get that, about 10 scapes, and we're going to cut those up. And if you have parsley on hand or other like dill or anything that you might want to add, you can use it. The recipe just calls for parsley and lemon if you have it. If you don't, no problem. It's garden season, so I just happen to have some. You're going to want like a handful of that and maybe a little bit of zest from a lemon. But those two are not just optional. You just need the 10 scapes and the pound of butter to make your simple butter. And you're going to want to use a food processor. You don't have to, it just makes your life so much more easy to do that way. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to take off the bulb part and the very tip where you made that cut from your garlic scapes, and then we're going to cut them into about 1-inch pieces and throw them into the food processor. So I'm sure you figured that out. I'll try to do it one-handed just to show you. We're going to take that tip off where the bulb is, because we don't want that. We don't need that flavor. And then just the end here where you made that cut. And then we're just going to make about 1-inch pieces and throw all of those into that food processor. Now at this point we have a lovely garlic fragrance, but it's not too strong. And we're going to add, if you have parsley, cool. If not, do not worry about it. There are so many more like eccentric recipes out there where you have so many more ingredients, but we're just trying to keep this super simple for those who don't have the time to preserve up these crazy recipes. This is a quick, simple butter recipe that you can make and whip up in about 5 minutes and get it out of your kitchen. So we've got everything in here. Now we're going to process this up until it is nice and fine. And as you can see, it's almost like a pesto consistency. It's super tiny. Now we want to get this out of here and into a pretty big bowl. So I've got it in here all nice and ready to go, because at this point, we are going to cream our butter. So to make things easier in my food processor, I'm just gonna cut it a couple times and then shove it in there. And now we are just going to cream this inside of our food processor. Okay, so you've got your butter creamed. So now at this point, you're going to put this into this, and we're going to just fold it by hand and go putting in it. We're going to preserve it from there. Now I should have mentioned to make sure that you're doing this with softened butter that's been either like on the counter or if you just microwave for a few seconds, because it's going to be really hard to do with hard butter. So I'm just going to mix this around with a fork and get it all incorporated. And there we are. We've got our garlic scape butter. Now, if you wanted it to be a little bit more garlicky or a little less, you just can add or take away as you see fit. But this is like the perfect ratio. Now you have two options. You can just put it in a container and use it now, or you can freeze this. I'm going to take half of it and put it in my fridge to use in the next couple weeks. And then the other portion of it, I'm actually going to freeze just in a freezer safe container, or you can roll it in parchment paper and make like a log. But anyways, that's it for garlic scape butter. Follow me for more ways to preserve your food from your garden.